Hello and welcome to Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I am Jeff, and today it starts a new series because we just finished Jabba the Hutt's sail barge, and we did that in 5 parts. If you missed it, there is a playlist on the channel. You can go watch them if you'd like. I'm going to do a review of it soon, but today we start part 1 of the X-Men, the X-Mansion. So this is all about X's, but it's not X-rated, I promise. This is the set right here. It's this guy right here, and it is set number 76294, and it has a total of 3,093 pieces and 10 minifigures. So what I've done is I have decided to slightly alter the set already, and that's just because when I go with my lug to shows, we have to have them on Mills plates. So I did build Mills plates. Greg's here, so let me add him. Hello, Greg.
Nothing much.
All right. Let's switch cameras here. All right, there we go. So I did build the Mills plating for this. I did use the original base plates that came with the set. So we'll set these aside for now. Oh, I haven't been up here all day, so I just turned on the heater up here. It is, well, to borrow from a friend of mine, it's colder than a witch's tit in a brass bra right now up here.
How was your day?
My day was pretty good, man. How about yours, man?
Went to work, went to the bank, went to get something to eat, went to Walmart, got a few movies.
Okay. Which movies did you get?
I got them right here. Just give me a second. First one is this.
Okay. Oh, Deadpool. All right.
Second is
Is that Godzilla?
Yep.
Okay. And actually, here, I'm sorry. Let me put you. Let me. Oh, come on! How come it won't let me do it? I'm not that. There we go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Show it again, man.
First one is this. Second one is this.
Okay.
And third one is this.
Oh, Alien. Okay.
Romulus.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Transformers 1 comes out next Tuesday or Wednesday.
Out on video or DVD or whatever, Blu-ray.
4K Blu-ray.
Okay.
Hey, Chip. Miss Chip.
Yeah, hello, Mrs. Chip. How you doing? Well, awesome, dude. I like Transformers 1 so much I saw it in the theaters twice. So, and sorry, my deviant mind is working here. I need to keep it under control here. All right. Do you know why Mrs. Claus can't get pregnant?
Why?
Because Santa only comes once a year. All right. Here's the motorcycle, and here is Wolverine. And yes, they do make a Deadpool minifigure. My son has it. So yeah, we've got all. Go ahead.
You know, a certain orange vegetable learned something.
What's that?
It learned karate.
That's their karate.
Yep.
Well, actually, speaking of stuff, learning stuff, I listened to a YouTube video earlier today because I was out in the shop for most of the day. More about that later. But I watched this video that was really scary. They had this AI thing, and it's a company that they're the ones that are developing and testing AI. And they decided that they needed to take the AI down because they failed to put in the proper safeguards. And the AI learned about the plans of the company to shut it down and replace it with the model that does have the safeguards in place. And what was really scary is this AI, knowing this, copied itself to another server, to the server the new AI was going to be on, and it tried to pretend like it was the new version of the AI. Now, they were able to catch this and shut it down regardless, but I was really freaking, that's scary. I'm sorry. I'm not against AI, but I mean, if AI is advancing that fast, that is pretty scary.
It's going to hack into the U.S. government, military, and just blow us all to pieces.
Yeah, in fact, if I remember, guys, I'll put a link in the description after this video of that, because, yeah. Let's see. Let me go back. The battleship that was buried. I'm going to have to watch that. Sorry, I just opened it up and it's got some cool stuff.
It'll be like the AI in Terminator.
Yeah, AI researchers shocked after OpenAI's new O1 tried to escape. And it's on a channel called Wes Roth, WESROTH. But I will put a link. I have it up here to remind me to do that. So if you're interested in hearing that story, I'll make sure it's available for you and you can find it easily. Hey, Ken, how you doing? Ken says, evening, Jeff and everyone. I'm sitting here watching my favorite YouTube person while a 45-minute, usually it's 30 minutes. I'm just kidding, Ken. How's your day been, Ken?
I had a 10-ounce sirloin steak with extra garlic mashed potatoes.
I just got through. I ran to our local little grocery store here, and I don't like going there very often because it's expensive. But on Thursdays, once a week, the deli people, they make sushi, and it's only available for 1 day a week. Sometimes there's a little bit left over on Friday, but usually it's gone. So anyway, I went there and I wasn't meaning to buy sushi, but I forgot that today was Thursday. And when I got there and saw the sushi, I was like, I got to get some. So I got 3 trays of it, and I will eat it all probably tonight and tomorrow. This is a brand new piece. Let's see. It's kind of a Technic piece in a way. Maybe it's not a new piece, but it's the first time I've ever seen it. So this set here has 24 bags, and I plan on doing 8 bags per live stream, so it'll be a tad bit longer than usual, and that's just so I can get it done in 3, because I'm telling you guys, right now, I've got way more sets than I have time to put together, and so I want to get through these. In the mail today, I actually I got something kind of cool. Let me see if I can get it here. This came in the mail. Oh, I gotta switch my cameras. Let me switch that then. I wish there was an easier button to change cameras, but there's not. But I got the Endurance.
That comes with the GWP.
This one did not, because I got it on back order. And we also have this guy that came in. This came in a couple days ago, but I didn't show it. The Botanical Gardens. And today I just ordered all the pieces so that this can sit on a Mills plate too. So when those pieces come in, then we'll schedule a live stream for this. I think we're probably going to do the Endurance or the Batmobile first. That's what I really want to do. But yeah, got plenty of stuff coming up. Plenty of stuff. And not to mention that I am continuing, and this is kind of my segue into what I did today. I've continued to work on reorganizing my little black acro mill drawers that I carry most of my pieces in. And I'm happy to tell you that I feel like the project's been a complete success. I have been able to save over 50 drawers now because it's a painstaking process, but I'm putting each one of my pieces into a database, each bag into a database. And then I'm letting the database tell me whether I have more than one drawer with the same piece. And that's what I'm finding is that I do have that problem. And so so far I've been able to save 50 drawers, and there are a total of 64 per cabinet, and each cabinet costs about $50. So it's very important that I save as much room as possible. And I just finished a light bluish gray, which for those who don't know, that's just light gray. But Lego calls it light bluish gray because at one time they had a color called light gray. They changed the dye probably 20 years ago, if not more now. And when they changed it, they called the new color light bluish gray to distinguish it from light gray, but they're both light gray, to be honest.
It's going to be called the Great Wall of Lego.
Yeah, it will. So last night we got down in the teens, the temperature, and so I did not want to go outside last night. Usually, what I do is I fill 2 cabinets up, and then I go outside and I take those pieces out to the shop. The shop's not heated, so it's kind of a bummer to be out there. And with it only being 17, I didn't want to suit up in my brownie suit, my Carhartts. So I just went ahead and stacked them all up, and I had 9 cabinets this morning. Woke up first thing and took them out to the shop because it was 40 degrees. And I'd much rather be playing around in 40-degree weather than I would just the teens.
Or the minus.
Yeah, we do get that here. We do. So, yeah. What's the weather been like there?
Hold on. It's 50 degrees outside, 51, and tomorrow is going to be overcast. Highs is going to be 64, and lows is going to be 47.
Okay.
And Saturday's going to be rain showers. And rain showers going to be in the rain. Rain showers. Can't talk. Rain showers in the cold morning. Fun.
Well, our weather here for the next couple of days is just supposed to be, well, lack of a better word, straight crap. Let me pull up my phone. Hey, Ken, John, how you doing? John saying, hey, Ken. Let's see. Weather-wise, it's 35 right now. The low tonight is supposed to be 22, so it's supposed to be kind of cold. Tomorrow is a 37% chance of snow with a high of 40, which means if it does fall, or no, 38, which means if it does fall, it's not going to really stick. Saturday, mix of rain and snow, 47%, high of 38 again. Sunday, only 35 with a 24% chance of snow. Monday, 36 with a 34% chance. And then Tuesday, 36 with a 53% chance of snow. So we are probably pretty safe to say with all those chances that somewhere we're going to get some snow.
Does Malad have an airport?
It actually does. It's not a commercial airport where you can get a commercial flight, but how do I say this? In town, Malad's middle class, lower class income. Outside of Malad, like the summit, as they call it, Elkhorn Summit, those are very nice ranch properties up there, and people have money. And there's this guy that goes around. He's got this big old fan on the back of a seat with a hang glider thing. I don't know what that's called. I'm sure there's a proper name for it. I just don't. But he flies his little hang glider thing over here all the time. I heard there's a helicopter pilot school there at the airport, and I saw or heard some training going on today. So we do have an airport. It's not really that active. In fact, it probably only averages 2 or 3 flights a day. It's not really well used, but it's here. And yes, we do have one.
Your mom's coffee and cafe
What's that?
or Liquid Java Coffee Co., the Pines Restaurant.
Oh yeah, that mom's thing is brand new. That used to be the Burger Shack? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm looking at a map of Malad City. It looks like about the size of my town.
Yeah, how many people are in your town?
Hold on. Where is that population? About 19,000.
Okay, so you got a few more people than we do. Now, I'll be honest with you. I never dreamed I would end up in a small town, but I absolutely love living in a small town. I wouldn't trade it for anything now. Okay, so we got this guy kind of built. He obviously needs some feet, arms, and a head. And I think that's what the next bag is all about. All right. Well, I do have some jokes for you guys today. I've got both kinds. I've got the kind that is definitely YouTube friendly, and then I have a couple that are questionable. Let's start off with the questionable ones. Of course, I'd start off with the questionable ones. Okay. Okay. This guy says it's one of those things where it does the man and the woman back and forth. And starts off with the woman. She says, "I can't believe you went back for dessert 5 times at dinner tonight." He says, "Why? What's wrong with that?" She says, "I felt so embarrassed to be with you." He says, "You should. I told him all of them were for you." I did, while I was out in the shop today, I did go hunting for Jabba's sail barge, the first one that I have. And I am unable to locate it, but I still have a lot more totes to go through. In fact, I went ahead and I counted my totes, and I thought I only had 40, 45. I was a bit under, I underestimated. I ended up figuring out that I have 68 totes of Legos out there. So I'm kind of in trouble there. I've only been through about 40 of them. So I'm sure I know it's out there. So I just took it apart, but I need to find it, and I need to, yeah. And as soon as I do, I'll put it together and I'll do the review. And in addition to doing this live stream here and sticking with one at a time, I am going to kind of do an impromptu one of these days. And we're just going to go ahead and put together the Sarlacc pit and a skiff. We're going to do that. The old one and the new one. I think I have all three versions that have come out. But I have to double check because I don't know for sure. So I need to find those and assemble those. God, that semi. I was telling Mrs. Chip this the other day. Those engine brakes that those semis use really bother me because I live 1,000 feet at least from the highway. And here I am in my house with the windows closed, and that semi using its air brakes, I can hear them in here. So anyway, here's this. And are you all ready for Christmas? Yeah, actually, I am. No one's coming to visit me this Christmas. I'm going to go visit my parents instead, and we're going to do it at their house. So I don't really have to do anything besides buy the white elephant gift that we're going to do. So yeah, I'm ready. How about you?
I am.
All right, let's see. Let's do a joke. Do you know how a cereal pays its bills?
How?
With checks.
Oh, any plans for Festivus?
Festivus for the rest of us. No. I still got to find my pole and my silver tinsel.
And you're gonna cook the meatloaf and the lettuce.
I don't remember that part, but sure, I can do that. It's a Seinfeld reference for those who don't know. Only one of my favorite shows.
And you're gonna invite Spencer over for the feats of strength.
Yes, and we will have the airing of grievances as well. I will make sure of that. Okay. So what the... I messed this guy up.
Did Seinfeld have a Thanksgiving episode?
They had the one where Kramer was trying to get the tan with the butter, and he looked like a turkey to Newman. I remember that, but I don't remember an actual Thanksgiving episode. But I do remember Elaine's boyfriend, who was the ultra-right Christian guy. You stole my... Huh?
Oh, wait, that's Friends. I thought that was Tom Selleck.
You stole my Jesus fish. You're going to hell.
Or did...
I love that guy's character. Oh, gosh. A ship carrying red paint, a load of red paint, and a ship carrying a load of blue paint collided in the middle of the ocean. Unfortunately, both crews end up being marooned. Yeah, I zoomed in the camera so you guys can't see. I didn't do it so you couldn't see Enzo. It's just you can't because I did that. But Enzo's doing pretty good. He's kind of on my nerves though because he keeps trying to eat cat food. And go ahead, man.
How's your feline pest doing?
Actually, Tux is he's not doing too well. I picked him up yesterday, and I noticed like he has some crusty stuff on the side of his head. And first I thought it was dried blood, but then I looked at it more carefully, and it was just his ears oozing. He's got a bunch of ear mites, and those are hard to get rid of when you have multiple cats because you get rid of it with one cat, and then the next cat will get it. You get rid of it with him, the next one will get it. It's hard to get rid of. Well, and I really just don't have money to take him to a vet. And when I was a kid, you could only get the medicine from the vet. So I was kind of mildly freaking out about it. And then I looked up online, and I guess they've like deregulated it. You don't have to get it from a vet anymore. And so I went on Amazon and got me I think it was $7 for the bottle. So, and it's supposed to be here on Saturday. So on Saturday, I will have that that bottle for what's his name, Tux.
And how about the others?
Well, so far none of them have it, but I'm afraid if I don't treat it soon, it will spread to the others.
You gonna quarantine him or something?
It's kind of hard to do that, but yeah, now that you bring it up, I could just put him in the garage. I mean, he's not going to care. He tries to sneak in the garage every chance he gets anyway. So, yeah, I could quarantine him.
How's Max?
Max is, he's got a bit of an upper respiratory thing going on right now, too. They're not doing very well, actually.
Bad enough you could rename him Vader?
Yeah, he actually is kind of sounding kind of hoarse. Okay, so it looks like we are almost done with this guy. And it looks like we are done with this guy. Now, I double checked, and the sticker sheet, I didn't throw it away. They actually did not include it this time. So I am going to have to call and get the sticker sheet.
That sucks.
Yeah, he's supposed to have a sticker right here on this light gray piece right here. But we've got his little lasso going, and we're going to set him aside. Okay, there we go. And then John says my Demolition Man movie arrived. You know something? I love that movie. I love when he sits there and he goes to the bathroom and he's like, there's no toilet paper. And they're like, that's what the 3 stones are for, whatever it was, shells. And when he swears about it, that little machine gives him a piece of paper, and he wants paper. So he goes over the machine and just cusses the hell out of it to get a bunch of pieces of paper, and he goes back in the bathroom to wipe his butt. I remember when that movie came out. One of my older sisters, she just thought Wesley Snipes was the cutest thing. And anyway, I heard nothing but how cute he was in the movie, how good he looked. And I was like, oh, okay, if you say so.
What's your favorite Mel Gibson movie?
My favorite what?
Mel Gibson movie?
Mel Gibson. I would say probably Passion of the Christ.
He directed that one. He's not in it though.
Oh, okay. You mean what he's been in?
Yep.
Braveheart is easily my favorite. Patriot is a close second, though. The Patriot, or what it was called, the one about the Civil War or the Revolutionary War era.
Yep. I got that movie, and I just ordered the We Are Soldiers.
So, a piece of military history that you may not be familiar with that I'm going to share here. When he instructed his kids to shoot the highest ranking officer first and then work his way down the ranks, was true, because back then the British Army was heavily dependent upon orders from higher ups. And if you shot them, the lower rankings were not taught how to fight and how to lead. And that was a severe weakness of the British Army. Now, these days, the Army, including the U.S. Army, has what's called non-commissioned officers, and they make most of the choices in the battle. And so if you kill a high-ranking officer, all you're going to do is, well, either the men are going to cheer or be upset. But that's kind of the thing, is that they can handle losing a higher-ranking person and still move on, because the sergeants, the NCOs, are the ones who can act independently and are taught to act independently. But yes, that was historically accurate when they did that.
I just ordered We Are Soldiers.
We Are Soldiers. Okay, I don't remember that one. Who's in that one?
Mel Gibson.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Now we actually get to start on the mansion itself.
Just gonna buy one more and that'll be it.
And John says, Demolition Man, it's a collector's edition. It was a fantastic movie. Oh, yeah, I have to do that. Aim small, miss small. That was from The Sniper, wasn't it? The Sniper movie. Which, I don't know if you guys know who Mr. Ballin is and his deep, dark, mysterious, that's told in story format. That's his line that he uses. He did this. I watched his story about the American Sniper and his sudden demise, but he didn't tell you who he was at first. They tell the story from the point of the view of the guy who unfortunately ended their lives. And then you realize, like, way into the story, who he killed. And anyway, it was very interesting because the guy who shot him and killed him was certifiably nuts. And in fact, that was the last text that one of them sent to the other one, was that this guy is certifiably crazy, man. And he really was. He was hearing voices. He had a long history of hearing things and hallucinations. And it's just unfortunate because these guys tried to help him, and, well, this guy ended him. Good story, though. I really enjoyed watching that one. I like Mr. Ballin Studios. He's also got a guy as part of his group that has wartime stories. That's a good series too. Anyway. Oh, hey, how you doing, Shauna? And
Hey, Shauna.
thanks for being here in spirit. I appreciate that. So for those who are just joining us, we're building X-Men Mansion. It's not X-rated, it's just the X-Men Mansion. And if you guys would, if you're watching this on Rumble, hit the Rumble button, which is the same as a like button on YouTube. And speaking of YouTube, if you're on there, please hit the like button as well. I appreciate all that. We are on bag number, I think, 3. I'll know here in a second because we're almost done with this bag. And I decided to build the Mills plate in 3 sections because I cheated and I looked ahead at the instructions, and that's how they built it. And so that's what I wanted to mirror when I was doing this.
Where is this movie at? You seen Clockwork Orange?
I have not. And I think I already mentioned this, but I went on Bricklink today and Lego.com, and I ordered parts for more Mills plating so that when I build the botanical gardens, that it'll be on a Mills plate as well. And for those who do not know, the Mills plate is this thick band right here that it sits on.
Looks like a sandwich of Lego.
It kind of is. A lot of lugs just do 1 brick high. Mine does 2 because we put the arch in because the connectors for the LED lights that some of our members use, they're so thick that it won't fit in between just right here. It has to be a little bit wider. So that's why we put an arch. And then we line up the arches. It's all coordinated. Let's put it that way. And I don't know if this one I'm going to be bringing to the shows or not. I have no idea. However, I can tell you that because I want to be able to take things out of my city and display them at shows, my city outside is also built on double Mills plates, so that if I decide to take it to a show, I can just take it right off the city and take it to the show, and then when I'm done, put it right back.
You had to figure out to put the botanical garden on the Mills plate.
Oh yeah, like I said, I just ordered all the parts for that, so when they get here, then I can decide, or I can start. I can schedule it. All right, so this is meant to keep the other Mills plates together. Like I said, I mirrored it, and I went ahead and split the Mills plates just like it did here, so it can build it the same too. All right. Well, that is bag number 3. Let's move on to bag number 4. Okay, first of all, I got to have it facing the same way. I used to be able to build looking at it all weird, but now I just can't. It has to be facing the same way. I'm not that artistic. I did not sleep last night. I hope I get better sleep. John, there you go. I haven't drank these in about 3 weeks. Last night was just rough sleeping. I cannot explain it. I laid down and I tried to sleep, but for whatever reason, it wasn't my brain because I didn't have a lot on my mind, but my body just would not shut down. It just, every time I felt like I was ready to sleep, I felt like, oh, your back is itching. Oh, your nose is itching. Oh, no, your left shoulder's itching. Like, just over and over, I just couldn't sleep. And I actually remember seeing daylight coming through the curtains. I have blackout curtains, but I can still see along the edges. And I saw daylight before I fell asleep. So I don't even know what time I actually went to sleep. So I don't know. I hate to use the word sucked, but it sucked.
You gonna take some melatonin after the stream?
Well, that was the funny thing, Greg. I took melatonin about 45 minutes before I went to bed, and it just didn't do anything. It was like I didn't even take it. So I don't know, man. It was just weird night. And John says I must have been worried about something. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. In my case, I don't know because I actually wasn't worried about anything. Mrs. Chip is about 1,300 miles away from me, so she can't smack me in the back of the head while I'm sleeping. So I wasn't worried about that. Anyway, sorry. You got to rag on her a little bit. My keyboard was on the brink last night. The spacebar key and the E key was not working. Oh, I got a friend who, Orlando, he lives in, his name's Orlando, but he lives in Virginia. And he likes to redo keyboards. And he's opened up a few of mine and cleaned them out for me. And it's amazing. You clean them and usually they start working just fine again. I don't remember how he cleans them. Actually, I never asked him. So it's not like I ever knew. I just never knew. Just let him do it. And it was cool. John says, remove the space bar and cleaned it. Oh, there. I didn't even get that far. But yeah, that's what my friend does. Damn thing's almost 200 to replace. Or kick you. Yeah. Her favorite thing is she likes to steal the covers. Either that or she complains it's cold and wants me to turn up the heater to 100 degrees.
Or completely hogs up the bed.
That too.
Like Enzo?
Oh, no. Enzo is not allowed on the bed.
Or Max?
Max does hog the bed. Max likes to sleep right against my side, and it is so hard to sleep with them because he will sit there and start kicking because he's scratching himself. And Max is so big to begin with that when he does, the whole bed shakes, and it's like, dude, I'm trying to sleep.
Or he dreams.
Yeah. Enzo does dream. I think it's cute when he dreams because he's laying on his side and he'll start low barking and he'll start moving his feet like he's running his legs.
You gotta get those goats. You gotta get those goats.
Yep, he's gonna get my sister's goat. Well, this is pretty cool. I'm liking this design in the floor. This right here. Rue sleeps in her own bed. Yeah, Enzo doesn't have his own bed, but he does sleep on the floor. He does have his self-designated spot.
Or just throw some old couch cushions out for him.
That would probably work. I'm sure he would not complain if I did.
All I had to do is just vacuum his hair out and spray some air freshener on it. You'll be good to go.
Well,
Once in a while.
yeah. Speaking of which, I probably could vacuum my bedroom floor where I vacuum once a week in the bedroom, but the problem is with Enzo's hair in his little section, it only takes 1 or 2 nights of sleeping on there that it looks like I didn't vacuum, but it's just that one spot. Okay. Well, we're almost done with this bag. The rub is in her bed on top of my bed in the corner, and she stays still in her bed. Well, that's good of her. I wish I could get Enzo to still stay still. No, I'm just kidding. He's good at smacks. And I do call him Fat Stacks Max. And then thanks to my granddaughter, when we first got him, well, when my granddaughter stayed with me, she couldn't say it right, so she used to call him Smacks. So I call him Smacks sometimes. This is quite an elaborate setup here. Word of advice about kitchen appliances: stay away from stainless steel fingerprint. Oh, yeah. When I used to work at Rent-A-Center, we used to have refrigerators that were stainless steel that we used to rent. And when we got them back, it was always a pain to clean good enough to get all the fingerprints off. I agree with you, John. There was actually a special cleaner that we used that used to help prevent the fingerprints. And I don't remember the name of it because it's been so long, but yeah. All right.
My neighbor is a repo man from Rent-A-Center.
Okay. I used to do reposts for them. That's where I got that shotgun pulled on me. So yeah, that job was something else. I mean, I had one girl offer special services because she couldn't pay her bill, if you know what I mean. And I had to tell her, no thanks. John, I'm the same way. There's no tree for me this year, no company, so who cares? Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm going to my parents' house, and all my family's going to be at my parents' house, and my kids are all grown, and none of them are coming up here, and so, yeah.
Your parents gonna give you fake lottery tickets.
Fake lottery tickets? Well, they might. Knowing my dad, he would. Oh, we're on bag number 5, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that. And this is where it started to get exciting because everything we've done so far has kind of just been the preparation to get here. Now we're here and we are building this. So This thing's not sitting flat. Now, this dark orange is the same color of the Grand Line Hotel that I built. Tree for me and lights. Oh, that's right. Well, you do have the Christmas tree, so. I dropped off the Christmas tree at Mrs. Chip's house, storage, so I don't even have a tree to put up.
Time to go do a Paul Bunyan.
Well, around here, there aren't any trees to cut down. All right. Well, so far I'm liking this. I do like the color, the dark orange here. Haircut tomorrow. I could use a haircut today.
Your haircut will last about a couple minutes.
That is mostly true.
A minute or two.
Well, you know that joke. What's the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut? And the saying is about 2 weeks. Well, I remember the first time I asked Mrs. Chip to cut my hair. She had never done it before, but to her credit, she was courageous enough to do it. But she did a really awful job, and it looked really bad.
Did she use her good fabric shears to do it?
No. She did not use her gingers, but the funny part was after she was done with her haircut, we went to go visit her mom and dad. And I went up to her mom and I said, do you know the difference between a regular haircut and a Jenny haircut? And she goes, what? And I said, about 3 weeks. And her mom's like, hey, that's not funny. Because I was making fun of Jenny. But no, I do appreciate her being bold enough to even try. Yeah, it was clippers. Because there are some people that are not even willing to try. So the fact that she was willing to try, I appreciate that. Oh, okay. So what were you going to say, Greg?
Never mind.
Okay. I get a buzz cut. Yeah, that's what I do too.
Get buzz cut by a bumblebee.
By a bumblebee. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that tonight's sleep isn't near as bad as last night. I don't think I could handle more than one night in a row of that kind of sleep, or lack thereof. I really don't like drinking bangs. I've gotten to the point where I used to have them in the house, and I used to get them with almost every grocery run. But I got to the point where I told myself I didn't want them anymore. And when I needed one today, well, I didn't have one. I had to go run and get one. And technically, I got two because the supermarket that I went to was having a sale for like two for like $4 or something. So it was a lot cheaper than usual. So I grabbed the two so I could get the deal, but I still don't plan on having those in my house very often. They make me feel weird. Well, it's time for another joke. So, did you know that people in Athens rarely get up before sunrise?
Why?
That's because dawn is tough on Greece.
I, I mistakenly drunk a twisted tea. Thought it was a regular tea at once.
Did you ever see that show Boss Baby?
No.
Oh, there's a scene in Boss Baby where he's running through a convention, like a business convention, and he picks up a drink and he spits it out, and he's like, "These people in Long Island know nothing about tea." And Long Island's actually an alcoholic drink, but anyway.
Have you had a twisted tea before?
I have not. Have you?
Mistakenly drunk one that instead thought it was a real tea. It was alcohol though.
Yeah, I'm not a. I'm only. I can honestly tell you, I've only drunk once in my whole entire life, and it was on my 20th wedding anniversary. And seeing as we just celebrated 28, it has been a long time since I've had an alcoholic drink. I'm not against it. If you want to do it, I'm cool with it. I'm not really that interested. Well, I originally started off with opening 8 bags, but we're almost at an hour already. So I don't think we're gonna get through all the bags I opened. I'm gonna have to end up putting it away so that Max can't get to my pieces. Otherwise, I won't have all my pieces. So that's what Max does to my pieces. He'll scatter them all around.
Especially if it's Reese's.
I'm also going to double check after the live stream to make sure the stickers aren't somewhere. I don't think they are here because I did check, but I could have missed something. So that's why I'm saying that I'll double check after the live stream. What's blue and not really heavy? It's light blue. Okay. I have an extra piece in here that is not normally extra to a build, and that's this guy right here. It's 1x2 brick, but I don't see any holes where I missed it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one more bag, and then we're going to call it a good stream. That sounded wrong, but anyway. We're going to get one more bag done and then call it a night. And then tomorrow is Friday, so I won't do if I do a stream, it won't be this one. If I do a stream tomorrow, it'll probably be the Star Wars skiff, but I don't know. I have to find those sets first, so I'm not committing to doing that. Oh, okay, we're building the elevator. I was wondering what the heck we were doing, but now it makes sense. So you work tomorrow, Greg? Oh, I can barely hear you, Greg.
7 to 12.
Okay.
What are you gonna do tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm trying to get those Lego pieces together. So, and the Great Wall of Lego. And I just got through with light bluish gray, which was just a monster. And I mean a monster of a color to get done. So I've got lime up here, lime green. So that's probably going to be my next one, is going to be lime green. And I hope to get that done tomorrow. And then medium nougat, which used to be medium dark flesh, but they, for whatever reason, decided that wasn't politically correct. So it's now called medium nougat. Okay. So we got an elevator right here. Ooh, something. Oh, I can't do this because whatever I do, it does the opposite. It's like a mirror. But yeah, after this bag, I am going to call it a night. And we've got about 100, 110 pieces sitting here. Oh, you're I can hear you, Greg, but I can't make out what you're saying. It's like really low and distorted.
You gonna chow down on some sushi?
I am actually. I bought salmon, tuna, and cucumber sushi. And it's actually pretty cheap. It's only like $7 for like 10, 10 little, I don't know what you call them, little round things, little, you know what I'm talking about.
Little rolls.
Yeah, rolls. That's certainly have enough. We certainly have enough Lego sets to keep us going. Oh, I wanted to show you something else, and I forgot about it, so I just looked down. So let me
Finish this bag real quick.
Yeah, here. I made a bin out of Lego Technic plates. And I'm putting those things that I 3D print for my drawers. I'm putting them in here. I tried making a second one, but I didn't have enough of these plates. So, but I thought it was cool. I made a bin for Lego dividers out of Legos. And yes, I say Legos on purpose. There we go. The X-Man Mansion is coming together. Looks like we got the front door going.
I gotta go Christmas shopping next week.
Oh, who do you got a shop for still?
My mom, my stepdad, my sister, and her fiance.
Oh, cool. Didn't realize your sister was engaged. That's awesome, though.
She's been engaged.
Oh, okay. You've heard about the 3 rings of marriage, haven't you?
The engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffering.
Yes. Those are the 3.
And the woman holds the ring of power.
Haven't heard that one, but I can kind of guess. Well, after this little balcony thing, it looks like we're going to be done. So just got a little tiny bit left to go.
You gonna label some bags and put the pieces in there?
Yeah, I am. Because like I said, if I don't, I know I'm not coming back to a complete set. Thanks, Max.
I'm surprised his fat little legs can jump up there.
Well, he jumps on the chair first.
Mm-hmm. His fat little legs look like chicken wing legs.
So, do you know why? Well, I probably shouldn't tell this joke, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know why Mrs. Claus doesn't like having sex with Santa Claus?
Why?
Because he likes to head her through the chimney, if you know what I mean. All right. So we are done with bags 1 through 6. And this is what it looks like. We've got the front entrance. I really like this archway. In fact, I'm going to try to keep that in my mind when I
looks like the back of the White House.
It kind of does, and it kind of reminds me of a sorority or a house or something. But anyway, I like it. I like the chairs. I like these. These are meant to hold on to the next one that's going to be next to it. It's got a really cool drain pipe with a little trans light blue little thing here indicating the water has gone out of it. So anyway, we got a lot going on here. So bags 1 through 6 here. Remember, I might do a live stream tomorrow night if I can find the desert skiff for Jabba's sail barge, the old version, and we'll build both on camera if I can find it. So be looking out for your notifications. And if not, probably Saturday mid-afternoon, maybe Sunday, we'll do part 2 of this here. And we're going to do mid-afternoon Saturday if we do it, because I want Greg to be able to have a chance to be there if he wants. And for everyone else, including Greg, actually, please hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Only if you feel like I've earned your subscription, though. I don't feel entitled to that. If you don't think so, don't do it. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys have a great night, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye, Greg.